Hey, this is Roberto again with Innovative Sports Training. Let's pick up a few things where we left off here. Now, the last time we went over going over some ladder drills and some basic primal movements. Well, today we're going to focus on hip mobility, one of those four primary functional aspects of being an athlete. Mobility of the hips and some balance work. This is a collapsible hurdle. It's not like a track and field standard hurdle. The beauty of this hurdle is that it collapses. So if you run into it, like so, it will collapse, which is a good safety feature because with a standard hurdle, if your kids run into them or take a misstep, they can hurt themselves. So I'm going to put this hurdle on 21 inches. Okay, which is a little bit less than 2 feet. We're just going to do a real simple drill here. I just call these walkovers, basically. Put my hands behind my head. I'm just going to walk over the hurdle and go backwards. And do it again. And do it again. Okay, now what are we working there? Mobility of the hips, core balance. Keep the body nice and tall as you're doing this exercise. Pull the belly button in, very similar to how the athlete should run with proper mechanics. So, once again, good tall posture. I'm on the balls of my feet. Don't let them go flat-footed. Keep spring load in those legs, those calves in particular. Over, then back. Okay, now let's go sideways. Same thing. Now we're going to just give more of a lateral aspect to this. Hands behind the head. Look how high my knees are coming. On the tiptoes. Don't let them go flat-footed. Okay? Now, this is called, I just call them windshield wipers, basically. Hands behind the head again. Legs are going to be straight on this. I'm going to go over and back. Go backwards. Go forward again. And go back. Now, what are we working here? Once again, mobility, getting a lot of flexibility in there too because it's working those inner leg muscles in there, called your adductors. Now I find with a lot of young kids today, because they're not as active as they were back when I was a kid, because of the presence of our technology, i.e. video games, kids tend to sit down too much today, especially in schools. They come home and sit down too much. Therefore, they get too tight and bundle up in their hips in here. These types of drills will help that mobility factor and the balance factor and developing core strength.